demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, near the Villages, and welcome to this week's YouTube Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'd love for you to set a reminder, invite your friends to join us as well. If you haven't already signed up for my email list, that's a great way to get a reminder as well. I send a reminder every Monday morning and give everybody on my email list a little preview of what's to come. So, and in the email is a direct link to my weekly video as well. So if you haven't yet, head over to stampcampwithjen.com and sign up for my email list today. Hi, Mom. Hi, Sandy. As you guys are watching, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, what you've been up to over the weekend. Hi, Carol. We've had a busy week. And weekend, we had our game night this last weekend. We usually do it the first weekend of the month, but the first weekend of the month, we threw a surprise party for my daughter's boyfriend who got a new job. So that was really fun. So we moved our monthly game night to this week, and we did a bunch of, shopping, house stuff, just regular maintenance stuff that you got to keep track of. And then Sunday's always football now, so we try to watch as many football games as we can. Still don't get all of them, but we try to watch them on Sundays and kind of hang out and just have family time, so it's pretty nice. Sandy's watching from Youngstown, Ohio. And all you northerners, I'm sure the weather is getting nice and cool for you. Hi, Debbie from Wisconsin. It was actually in the 60s this morning when I took my son to school, which is the lowest it's been. I think this is, well, no, I think we had 69-degree weather in the morning last week, but this is the first time it's been like mid-60s, so it was a little chilly this morning for us Floridians. All right, so I've got a couple of reminders that we're going to go over. I'm going to flip the camera around, and then we are going to get into today's project. Now, for those of you watching, if you're coming to my card classes this week, this is one of the cards we're going to make. So if you don't want to spoil the surprise, go ahead and stop watching and just wait and watch the replay later. Hi, Suzanne from Oregon. Thanks so much for joining us. So let me go ahead and flip the camera around, and then we will get into today's project after we get through some quick reminders. Okay. So, as you may know, I am part of a group of demonstrators. We call ourselves the Papercraft Collective, and every month we feature a different bundle or suite and make projects featuring that bundle or suite. This month we're focusing on the Peace on Earth tutorial or bundle. So it looks like 6 cards and 1 3D project here. Some are fun folds, some are flat cards. This is the card that I made for the tutorial here. So mine's just a flat card, but this is called a panorama card, and I show you how to cut those pieces to get that effect on your card front there. Now, there's 2 ways you can get this. You can either purchase the tutorial directly for $20, and it is a video tutorial, so you'll get video instructions as well as measurements and the supply list for each project, and that link is in the description below this video. Or you can place a $50 or more Stampin' Up order with any of us, and you will get the tutorial for free. So this is every month we do this. Next month we're going to be doing the Traditions of Christmas suite, and bringing you projects featuring that suite. So this month, this is good through the end of the month. You can earn it for free, or you can purchase it anytime, the tutorial anytime in my PDF store, okay? All right, and then World Card Making Day is coming October 4th. Saturday, October 4th is World Card Making Day. Stampin' Up! Hosts a free event. It's going to be about an hour long. It starts at 2 p.m. Mountain Time and will last about an hour. I highly, highly, highly recommend registering for this. Like I said, it's free, and everybody that registers is going to get a gift after the event is over. So make sure you register for this event, okay? Now, I wanted to share with you, I got the kit that they recommend getting for the craft along with this. It's called the Handmade and Heartfelt Kit. It comes with this little divider that you put together that holds all the cards. Let me zoom out a little bit so it might be easier to see here. But it has a little, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 5 pockets in here. You assemble that. It's very easy. There's a little QR code that you can scan to watch a video to see how to assemble it in the directions here. The QR code is right here. So at the very top where the little kit is, there's a little QR code. You can scan that because I wanted to make sure that I was putting this together correctly. So I scanned the code to make sure before I actually put this together. But it does come with all the instructions you need to put the cards together. You get, and there is stamping. So there's a little stamp set here, and it comes with a block. You get the block that comes with it too. And oh, here are the languages. So it comes in English. You can also get it in French, and I believe this is German. So I got mine in English, obviously, but if you're French or German or know those languages and you want to get it, then you can do that. Hi, Ruth from Illinois. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Suzanne from Oregon. I can't remember if I said hi to you. How much is the kit? I think it's $32 for this kit. Let me look it up real quick here. Handmade and heartfelt. But this is the kit that they recommend you purchase to craft along during the event. Now, you don't have to, but it's very easy to put together. It took me, I would say, no more than 45 minutes to put all 10 cards together. So there's 5 different designs. I'll show you real quick. And they're very pretty here. So there's one, and there's another one. And there's a little birthday, all different sentiments, which is really nice. And you could obviously switch these out. I just followed the kit instructions, but you could switch these out however you wanted. But I believe this kit is $32. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to look it up, but of course my tablet's being super slow. But I really like the colors. They're very calm. It's like Petal Pink and, let's see here. Petal Pink. It looks like maybe Knighted Navy, Crumb Cake. Okay, I can't get it to load, but I'm pretty sure it's $32 for this kit. And it comes with all of the little envelopes, the coordinating envelopes to go with it as well. So you'll have everything you need and this cute little card organizer. I really like this. I think this is cute. I think these little pockets would be good for putting tags in and stuff too. So anyway, so that is the kit that they recommend, the Handmade and Heartfelt Kit. Okay. All right. And then I also wanted to share, and I will be sharing this at Stamp Camp, my card classes this week. So I did a sampler class over the summer and everybody loved it. It was really cute. So I thought, what about a fall sampler? So this is the fall sampler I came up with. We are using the More Than Autumn bundle and the, I think it's the Autumn Toile Specialty Designer Series paper. It's got like golds and stuff in it. It's very pretty. So that's the DSP that I used. So I do have an in-person class available for those of you that are local and can join me. We're going to be making this on Saturday, October 4th at my house at 1 p.m. So if you'd like to join me, please just send me an email and I'll get you signed up. If you can't join me in person and you'd like to make this, I do have a link, and I don't think I put it in the description just yet, so I'll have to go back and do that. But I do have a registration link where you can purchase this to go. You'll get half a pack of the DSP, as well as a Wink of Stella glitter brush, and I think I said some dimensionals. that'll all get shipped to you. Now you will need the bundle and some inks, and all of that is in the registration link if you need to add those onto your class. And the basic class itself is $35 though, and then you can add the bundle and inks if you need to and save 17% on tax and shipping. It's always a great idea to add that stuff to your class order if you need to, because you save quite a bit on tax and shipping. So I will add that registration link in the description below, but you can always email me for the direct link as well if you want that. But the deadline to register for this is September 20th, I think is the deadline. I'm trying to remember all this off the top of my head. I forgot to write it down. But this is a 12 by 12 fall sampler. The frame is not included, but I do give you a link of where I purchased mine. It's just a 12 by 12 shadow box frame. Yep, handmade and heartfelt kit is $32. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mom. All right, and then I do offer a monthly Stamp Camp to Go subscription. Every month I feature a different bundle or stamp set, and I make 4 different card designs. You get 2 of each for a total of 8 cards. And you usually get some designer series paper, gems, ribbon, whatever goes that coordinates with it. You get about $25 worth of product in your kit. And then again, you can always add the stamp set or bundle or any inks or anything like that if you need to, and save on tax and shipping. If you would like to participate in this, you just need to sign up by the 1st of the month to get the following month's kit. And usually the last week of the month. So like, for example, the last week of September, I will start advertising for the October class. So you can sign up for this subscription at any time. And after 6 consecutive months of subscribing, I send you a $25 Stampin' Reward as a thank you for being a subscriber. So it's a really good deal. All right. And then, oh yeah, Mom, that's right. Frames are on sale at Michael's right now too, if you want to purchase them for that sampler class. That's right. Okay. And then I am doing a couple craft shows. If you're going to be in the Ocala, Florida area, I would love for you to stop by and say hi. Next weekend, September 27th, next Saturday, next weekend is, my first one at a church called Countryside Presbyterian Church. It's free to come. I would love for you to stop by and say hi. It starts at 9 a.m. in the morning and goes until about 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And then the next one I'm doing is November 14th through 16th. It's a weekend-long craft show. My biggest one I've ever done at the World Equestrian Center in Ocala, Florida. All right, and then last but not least, I do have Stampin' Blends labels available for purchase. It's a $5 one-time purchase that has all of the current colors, including the natural tones, the current ink colors, and the recently retired 23 to 25 ink colors. Anytime I make future labels, if you purchase this basic label set, anytime I make future like in color blends labels, or if we have a color refresh, you will get them sent to you automatically for free. So the link to purchase these is in the description below this video. Okay. All right. That is it for today. Next, let's get into our project for today. I will say the card that I'm making today is a case from another demonstrator. Her name is Amy Koenders, I think is how you say her name. But we are using this so fun Happy Place stamp set. This stamp set is in the mini catalog if you haven't seen it yet. I knew as soon as I saw it that I had to get it because living in Florida with the tropical happy, I thought that was just super, super cute. It's on page 60 of your mini catalog. It's $25 for the stamp set. And this is Sharon Armstrong's $1 Million Sales stamp set. So that's pretty cool. And I believe all the $1 Million achievers had their retreat this past week, because I saw a bunch of stuff on Facebook of them going to Stampin' Up, being showered with recognition. So that's pretty neat if you haven't seen that. Okay, so let me get my card out so you can see. So this stamp set pairs really well with the, I I think it's called Countryside Woods Designer Series paper. It kind of has that plank wood look to it. So I took a couple different ones and just kind of used the different backgrounds, but I took Amy's basic card design and kind of adjusted that with different papers. The one I'm going to make today is pretty much the same one that she made on her blog. So thanks, Amy, for the inspiration. I really liked your card. I thought it was really pretty. Okay, so... And like I said, anywhere tropical, if you live in Florida or Hawaii, or I know California has a lot of palm trees, any place like that, it's this little happy is so cute. And with a retirement card, it's perfect because that's kind of what we all picture, right? Is when somebody's going to retire, they're probably going to go to Florida or Arizona or somewhere like that, somewhere warm and tropical. So I thought this would be, I think she made hers happy birthday, but I thought retirement would be really fun. So I just have, to save paper and make more cards, I have 2 strips. These are 1.5 by 5.5, and we are just gonna adhere these right to the card base because this center part's gonna get covered up anyway. So you can just use little strips and kind of save your paper. So we are gonna adhere that all the way to the top. And then I'll line these up so the planks are going the same way on the same side here. And then go to the bottom, right there. Okay. So now we've got these 3 little layers here. We've got just like our card base, which is Early Espresso. We've got another Early Espresso piece, and then Petal Pink, which kind of matches that paper. And I use Petal Pink for all 3 of them because like even this one, it kind of has some pink undertones and it just kind of, I don't know, gives it a little extra color to the card. So, and then this is Crumb Cake. So we're going to stamp this first before we finish putting all this together. Now, this is a red rubber stamp set. If you haven't heard, Stampin' Up is moving away from red rubber. They're having a hard time sourcing it and finding a company that will actually manufacture it. So in the November online exclusive release, which is the next release of new products we have coming up, there will be no more red rubber. Now, any red rubber stamp sets that are from like the annual catalog or any current red rubber stamp sets we have, Stampin' Up is going to do their very best to keep them going through the new annual catalog release. And then once the new annual catalog comes around, they'll probably start phasing that out and going straight to photopolymer. But just be aware that red rubber is going away. And with that, the markers are going away as well. So if you like the Stampin' Up, the Stampin' Right markers, I would purchase those before those go away. I believe they're on the last chance list right now. Now, the one thing I want to point out, you can see this is a very detailed stamp set. So you want to make sure you have a good amount of pressure when you stamp so that you get all those little details to come through here. So we're going to use Early Espresso. And we're just going to stamp this, ink this right up here. So now with that, if you're going to apply a lot of pressure, you don't want your edges to be all inked up. So check that before you actually stamp it. And then we're going to stamp kind of towards the top. And I'm going to try to go stand up so I can see. I want even pressure all the way around here. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to take Retirement. And we're going to stamp it right below there. Just kind of center it. Ta-da! And then while we have this open, we're going to stamp the inside. Now, I don't always stamp the inside, but I thought this sentiment, which is from the Words for the Season, one of my favorite new stamp sets, it says, "Let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future." I thought that was a nice sentiment to go with a retirement card. It could be for graduation, but I thought retirement, it kind of fit pretty well with that as well. So we're going to put that little sentiment in there. Yes, perfect. Every time I stamp something, when it comes out like it's supposed to, I say perfect. My mom always teases me about it. All right, so this Petal Pink layer, we're just gonna center it. It's gonna line up edge to edge, but we'll have a little bit of that early espresso on the top and the bottom. We're not doing any stamping or anything. It's just kind of a colorful layer to add to our card here. So we will put this down. The sentiment, Debbie, is from Words for the Season. That's where I got that on the inside. It's got a lot of great stuff for all times of the year because it's got Halloween. This is the one I used for the inside. Let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future. And then it's got holiday. May your holiday season be filled with joy. This could be Thanksgiving or any time of the year. Incredibly grateful for all my blessings, especially you. Magic of Christmas. All kinds of stuff. You're welcome. All right, and then this little piece here, we're actually going to kind of put it so the top layers have about the same amount of a border at the top, but you have a little bit more of that petal pink showing through at the bottom there. So yeah, I really like that Words for the Season set. I think it's really nice. It could be used for so many different occasions. All right, now this piece, we're actually going to put it, so we have about 3/4 of an inch of a border at the top, and we have more of that DSP showing at the bottom there. So we can go ahead and put that on. All right. Oh, that's way too far over here. There we go, just like that. All right, and then I'm gonna put this on the inside before I finish decorating the outside here. And then I'm gonna put that right in there. All right, now we can either tie some twine around and put embellishments on, or we can just put embellishments on. I'm gonna show you how I get my bow to hold down. So we are gonna use, you could easily use linen thread, but I just chose, this is the light brown twine from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. So we are just going to kind of put this around the inside of the card. And then we actually want to take a, there it is. Gonna grab a mini glue dot here. So what I like to do is once I have an idea of where my bow is gonna cross over, I like to take a mini glue dot and stick it down on my card. Oops. Right about here. And then what we're gonna do is that mini glue dot is gonna act like somebody's finger, basically. It's gonna help us hold our bow in place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it around here, and we wanna kind of line it up with the bottom of that crumb cake layer edge. And then we're gonna cross our bow and use our finger to stick that part down on the glue dot, and that will hold it in place so we can actually tie our loops on our bow. And then you can kind of finagle it a little bit and trim the tails. A little bit more. So that is a little tip I have about tying bows, because I know a lot of people hate tying bows, but when you have that little glue dot down to help you hold it in place, it makes it so much easier. Now we're going to use our pressed flower motifs. I think these match really well with that beachy, woodsy look. And we are going to put 3 of these down. So we're going to take a large one and put it down in the corner here. And then a small one and go up and to the left a little bit. And then another large one we're going to put down here in the wood plank by the bow. And that's it. Quick and easy, beautiful retirement cards. Like I said, you could make it birthday, whatever. There's so many different sentiments on here, but I really liked that words for the season for the inside. I thought it was really nice. So what do you guys think? Which paper do you like the best too? That countryside woods, I think is what it's called. DSP matches perfect with that stamp set too. All right, guys. Well, that is all I have for today. Don't forget to sign up and register for the free World Card Making Day event if you haven't already, so that you can get your gift after the event. And you'll be able to watch the replay as well if you can't watch live. So don't worry about that. Get that handmade and heartfelt kit if you want to craft along. It's a really cute kit. It has that nice little card holder. It's really fun. So all right, guys. Well, have a great week. If you have any questions or need to register for any of my classes, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.